Well, soccer superstar Alphonso Davies is speaking about his heritage moment he gave Canadians. Davies addressed the media in Qatar earlier today about the goal he scored against Croatia on Sunday. That was the first ever by a Canadian player at a FIFA Men's World Cup.
Usually I don't really be scoring header goals, but I think this one was a great goal for me. When I headed down and I ran to the corner flag, I looked to my left and I just saw my teammates running towards me. And it was a great feeling. We've waited for this moment for a long time, and it finally came, and we're happy. And when it all came around me, a lot of players were grabbing my jersey, pushing me, shoving me. I had Liam Miller headbutt me at one point. He was so excited, and we both looked at each other, started laughing. So yeah, the moment was truly amazing with these guys.
The CBC's Thomas Degg was listening into that news conference and has more on what Davies had to say.
Well, Alphonso Davies says his mother cried when she saw him in person score Canada's first ever goal at a Men's World Cup. He said, coming from a refugee camp, moving to Canada, and ultimately performing at this level on the biggest stage for men's soccer in the world, well, it moved his mother to tears. He also spoke about that missed penalty kick in Canada's Game 1 against Belgium. He said he didn't lose any sleep on it. Of course, he did replay that moment in his mind several times, but he said it didn't last long because, as he's saying now, it's always a 50-50 chance when it comes to a penalty kick, and he doesn't want to dwell on it. Ultimately, he says he's having a great time here at the World Cup, still pinching himself, and he says Team Canada will go out Thursday and face Morocco as if it is their first game with just as much to win or lose.
The motivation is there, playing, just being at the World Cup is motivation enough for this team. And each and every time we step on the pitch, we bring our motivation, we bring our fight to every game. Knowing that we're not making it to the next round, that's motivation to us to at least go out there and try to get something from this game. And knowing Morocco needs to win the game to move on, and we're not going to make it easy. We're going to go out there like it's the first game of the tournament and play as hard and as strong as possible.
Well, this was the first time Davies came out and spoke to the assembled Canadian media here at Canada's base camp in Salal outside Doha. He was asked why it took him so long to come speak to the media and, by extension, to the Canadian public 48 hours after he scored that historic goal. He said, yes, it was a historic moment, but ultimately the team lost the match. And he didn't want to dwell so much on that goal, didn't want all the focus on the goal. He knew the team was effectively in mourning, and he said he felt devastated after that loss, and that's where his mind was after Sunday's game against Croatia. Now he is focused on Thursday's match against Morocco, and even already talking about the success he anticipates Canada will have in 2026 when the World Cup is co-hosted by Canada. Thomas Dagg, CBC News, Salal, Qatar.